Hi Virgo, Scottish Gypsy here to do your fortnightly tarot and oracle reading. I have got 3 oracles today and tarot, and I've been pre-shuffling, and I have to tell you, when I was pre-shuffling, the card that came out was one of my favorites. It says potential, think big for your future. Then when I was using the tarot, the Fool came out and I heard the words clean slate. Now we're in a 9 year and it's the year of the snake shedding an old skin. I really feel if you're not thinking it now, the universe wants you to embrace the energy of clean slate, you know, thinking big for 2026, you know, letting go of anything that no longer serves you and just going in with that light, fresh energy of the Fool. That's really what was coming through that pre-shuffle. Now, if you don't know, my name is Karen, Virgo, and I do these readings every 2 weeks. And I do apologize if I look a little glassy-eyed. I have a really bad head cold and I'm on Codral. And if you regularly watch me, you'll know I've had a rough 3 to 6 months of one thing after the other. I am crawling to the finish line of 2025. It's been a great year, but brutal in some ways, like very lots of hard work, and I even had to move house, so I can't wait to have a 3-week break. Tell me in the comments if you're feeling tired and run down, and if you're going to have a holiday, and if so, where are you going to? Give me some inspiration. Without further ado though, let's get on with it and see what this clean slate's all about. Okay, bottom of the, oh, this is the card. I love when that happens. Potential, think big for your future. Look how beautiful that is, Virgo. Over the Christmas period, I want you to dream big. Like the story of this card is dream with that, the wonder of a child. So, you know, when you're a kid and you're thinking about your future, you don't think about, oh, do I have the skill set? Do I have the ability? Is that possible for me? You just, whatever you want, you dream it and you think I can achieve it. So I really feel that's what the universe wants the Virgo collective to really be focused on over the Christmas period, thinking big for their future, realizing the potential in life is even greater than what they perceive or believe at this time, and to go beyond that. Okay, Virgo. Some of you could be going after a childhood dream as well. One more. Okay, the card's not leaving. Yeah, look at this. Follow your passion, creative wonderment. Do what you're good at. Do what lights you up from the inside. I really feel that there's something about you following your passion. So it could be a creative hobby that you are embracing. It could be that you're leaving your 9 to 5 to do what really lights you up, you know, your calling. That's really what's coming through for me. Some of you in 2026 are saying, I want to learn a language. I want to learn how to play an instrument. I want to learn to paint. Like, I feel like a lot of you are wanting to dip into your creative side in 2026 and make room for that. Okay, Virgo. We have make the best choices. Taurus pulled that card today. So the earth signs have been told to make good, healthy choices. And they had the 7 of Cups and Judgment. So we'll see what comes through for you. So make good choices, be discerning. And then we've got Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. There could be a communication that you're receiving or hearing something that gives you hope again, makes you feel happy again. But also, can you see the word creativity again? Some of you, your passion is working with children, or children are connected to that passion in some way, shape or form. You'll know the significance, but I feel called to share that. And then we have money, find a way to abundance. I really hedge my bets that your way to money is doing what you love, following your passion. I really feel like it is going to pave the way to increase your finances. Bottom of the deck, we've got sensuality, express your sensuality. Now this is this feminine side, right? We all have it. Connecting with your sensual side, whether that be in a relationship, maybe your partner's craving that. Maybe that's in your artistic endeavor, okay? Bringing that feminine touch to something as well. Okay, let's see, next oracle. Be your best self always. You might be tested, Virgo, or triggered. Christmas can be like that, right? You know, sometimes we have to be around people that maybe we've had issues with in the past. Maybe we can only handle so much of their company, but it's Christmas and you do the right thing. They just tell you to stay in your integrity and to be your best self always. And Taurus, interestingly, had that message as well today. All right, let's see, Virgo. One more shuffle, please, for Virgo. Won't leave my hand. And what does it say? Keep your dreams alive. Yeah, beautiful. So think big for your future potential and keep your dreams alive. Dream big, Virgo. Seriously. Don't give up hope that you can realize a dream. All right, heighten your vitality is at the bottom of the deck. Now we have higher ground. Wow, very similar to Taurus. So I am hedging my bets that as we approach Christmas, people get more stressed, more tired. As I explained, dynamics of family and friends. You aren't being told, like Taurus, to stay in your integrity and to be your best self and to take the higher ground. I think Capricorn get higher ground as well. Isn't that interesting? All the earth signs. All right, what else? We have expansion. So 2026 is going to be a time of expansion and growth. We'll see if we see the World and the Three of Wands. So it's time to expand and grow. And the last card from this deck says celebrate differences. And I think Taurus and Leo might have pulled that card. And it's interesting, I'm going to say, like, you might have a very different opinion to someone over the next few weeks, right? You might see the world, see a situation, have a very different point of view. You could come from different cultures, backgrounds. Yeah, I just feel stay in your integrity, be your best self. Just celebrate that not everyone's the same. And that's, you know, it's okay. We don't all have to be the same or all think the same or agree on the same things. All right, let's see. I feel called to get one more. No idea why. You're getting lots of cards here. And it's got fresh approach. So it's time for a fresh approach. I'm also feeling with the heighten your vitality, there's something about that. I feel like both of those cards are connected. Okay, doing something differently to lift or raise your vibration and to increase your vitality. We're all getting that. We're all tired, right? Like December is one of those months where we kind of, as I said, crawl to the finish line. So over Christmas might be a good time to get more sleep, to get more rest, have a nap, go for a walk, eat healthy. Well, maybe not eat healthy foods over Christmas, but maybe you'll be thinking about your nutrition and exercise plan for 2026 because the universe is saying it needs attention. Okay. All right, bottom of this deck we've got new moon in Aries. The universe wants you to go wild, and I believe Capricorn had that today. No. So they're wanting us to get a little adventurous, for some a little frisky perhaps. We've got embrace the flow of life, the ebbs and the flows, the yin and the yang. Some of you could have gone through a situation with a Gemini. It could be relevant, full moon in Gemini. Or it could have been something ended or came to a conclusion during Gemini season. Let's see. Virgo. Open up to change. Now, I feel this change is in Aquarius season because it's got new moon in Aquarius. So your world might be about to expand, grow, and change. And the universe wants you to open up to it. Last one. Shine. Wow. So you got both the Leo cards as well. Go wild, and you also have the new moon in Leo, shine. So confidence, passion, determination, courage, all of those energies are coming through. And then we've got the bottom of the deck, leave the past behind and release your blocks and work through your feelings. So they definitely want you to clear the past, to release it, and to open up to new experiences, new opportunities, new potential, new dreams. Let's work with Tarot, Queen of Swords. Yeah, you definitely... Ooh, who did you come at with that Libra energy? Oh, you served, or you were served. This is someone serving out justice, Libra energy. Someone's words, they did not mince their words. They were very direct, fair and honest, but justice was served in the recent past. Some of you, there's a significance around a Libra. Virgo. Was that you on the receiving end of someone else's holding the sword up to you, justice being served towards you, or were you giving it to someone else? Now, there could have been something around a contract or a legal situation that you might have recently been dealing with. Could have been reviewing a contract, I'm hearing. One more. Bottom of the deck. The Hanged Man, Piscean energy. Ooh, it's kept you stuck for a while, hasn't it, Virgo? I feel there has been a painful experience in your past, and they're telling you that it's a bit of a block for you now. You know, the Hangman can be, when we get stuck, it can be stagnant energy. You know, I really feel you were thinking long and hard about the Ten of Swords. The good news is I feel you learnt a lot of lessons. You know, this is about pursuing spiritual growth and enlightenment. Let's see. Queen of Wands. Wow, you are embracing Leo energy. Whether you're a man or a woman, I have very strong fire coming through. Strong Leo based on the oracles. It is a feminine fire energy. We all have masculine and feminine. But someone's radiating confidence. I said someone's got their sexy back. Who was that for? That was random. Have you just recently gone, I've got my sexy back? I don't know. Anyway, thought I should tell you. Four of Swords. Maybe a bit of rest, a bit of R&R has brought your sexy back. You know, Four of Swords can be someone healing and recovering for something. And in this, I'm really picking up someone praying for something. Death card. Wow. Without a doubt, there has been a painful experience, a painful ending, a difficult 10-year cycle. It's the end, I can tell you that. You're coming into 2025 shedding an old skin. The 9-year is, you know, all about that. It's the year of the snake, shedding an old skin, closing out a cycle. It's time to let it go, Virgo. Let it go. Open up to change. Your world is about to transform. Let's keep going. I feel like the sun is starting to rise again for you. Just keep hearing, I've got my sexy back. That's very random. Okay, you're definitely shining if that's the case. One more. The World, yeah, wrapping it up. Wrapping up that cycle. I'm just hiding her boobies. I'll get in trouble from the YouTube police. Yeah, I mean, look, I saw the Fool in your pre-shuffle, the World. I feel like you're coming into next year, wrapping up a cycle. That's really it. And I feel the universe wants you to leave the past behind, to open up to new dreams and new possibilities. Yeah, there's something about you being happy, content. Finding that again. I feel some of you have found yourself recently or reconnected to yourself. Let's get the heartbeat of the reading. Two of Swords. Quiet contemplation. Decision making or struggling with it. Justice. Okay. I mean, even the Two of Swords is Moon in Libra. So there is strong Libra energy coming through, which does connect to this Justice card. So themes around justice can be legalities, it can be contracts, and it can be the karmic scales, you know. So it talks about actions have consequences, whether that be positive or negative. That's why we have to make good choices in life. Yeah, I feel you are making a decision. You're trying to make the right decision, the fair decision. Let's get three more. So strong Libra so far, strong Scorpio coming through. You could have strong placements in either of those or be dealing with one. Some of you could be a little undecided about a contract or some sort of legal aspect of something here. One more, please. All right, Virgo, bottom of the deck. giddy up. Knight of Wands, frisky, adventurous. Now we've got Queen of Cups. You might have a strong placement in water or fire here. Very nurturing. Yeah, Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. The Lovers, Gemini energy, interestingly. So there is something about a Gemini. You just had full moon in Gemini. Embrace the ebbs and flows of life. Now, the Lovers does talk about lovers. So this theme today could be around an intimate relationship or a relationship of some kind. That could be a big theme here. Because the Lovers can talk to making a choice or decision. And I do see that. And I feel you're maybe a little stuck about what the right thing is to do here in a situation. Now, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. This could be you. This could be the person that you're dealing with. I do see someone with their walls up. Someone a little anxious even. That's interesting. At the bottom of the deck, I've got the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. There could be a choice in love for some of you. Okay, so whether it's a choice about the relationship or a choice between people or a choice between opportunities. But the biggest theme is the Two of Swords in the heart of the reading. So lacking clarity at the moment, or maybe feeling a little stuck about a decision at the moment. Look, it's a mixed reading, I'm going to say, because a Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. Okay, and it can talk, maybe you're getting back to being happy again after a difficult cycle or a difficult relationship, and you're back to that place of serenity and peace again. The scales are being balanced. You know, maybe you're in that balanced energy. Maybe this person is resurfacing here. I'm not seeing judgment energy, which doesn't make me think that there's someone asking for a second chance, but you'll know if that is resonating. So I see strong water and strong fire. So perhaps you're struggling with what the heart wants and what you desire. Okay, so maybe it's a conflict of some kind. You'll know if that's relevant. But overall, I do feel it's a time of transformation and change. And the universe really does want you to open up to change. And I feel like they're wanting you to make a decision to come out of Two of Swords, and even Hangman, Two of Swords can be limbo. So I think it's about really making the right decision. Libra energy is saying do what's right, do what is fair. So that's where I'm going to leave it. God bless, love and light.